Cool, so a little bit of an extra feature here. I'm not a big traditional side control guy, but if I do pass into a traditional side control position, this is one of my favorite submissions to hit. And again, this comes from a passing sequence. So anytime you pass to traditional side control, this is what you can do. I don't pass different the ways that most people do, right? So I'm controlling, I get in this position, and now that I'm here, I realize that if I want traditional side control, I clear that elbow now and I drive. So now that I'm in this traditional side control position and Dennis can't hip escape, my windows of decisions that I can make for traditional side control is there. My favorite submission is gonna be this triangle. I don't step over, I don't try to go on top. What I do is I try to use his understanding of the position against him. So now that I have him here, I have that cross-face position. With that cross-face position, what I'm looking to do is keep nice control, 90-degree angle, my elbow's inside, and I'm looking to hold his hand, okay? What I wanna do is lean on an angle. If you notice, my left leg is underneath of his back like the keel in a boat. Because of that, when I lean this way, Dennis can't go flat. The pressure of me pulling his arm out of his socket makes him follow me. So as I pull him and he follows on top, all I do now is bring my leg over the top and I control, and now I'm already gonna be inside this position. I lock and I would go for my triangle setup, right? So the quality of this is always gonna be determined from the position we start from. So if I were to be passing the guard and I get this underhook, elbow up, I know I'm gonna have traditional side control. As I pass and create this traditional side control, my opportunities for traditional side control submissions are there. Leaning on that shoulder, stepping over the top, and I'm gonna be there. That is completely different than Dennis being on his back here, his elbow is here, there's no triangle here. I have his elbow exposed. In my pass sequence, I exposed his back so I can put a wedge underneath that allowed me to put my knee there. From there, I can set up my triangle. Again, what's important is I'm creating these opportunities. If I was going for the same thing and I couldn't control his elbow, I do not have that option anymore. Now we're talking about, oh, well, now that I'm here, I can turn his hip and I can look for that Kimura trap position, right? So focus on, again, a couple of these extra tidbits of information. The position that you're gonna get to is determined by the position previous to it. If you wanna go traditional side control, there's a different path than a non-traditional side control. I already know this before I get there, so this way I'm a couple steps ahead, right? But if you are a couple steps ahead and you can create traditional side control, this triangle is gonna be there every single time.